always like you kind of want to think, oh yes, it's gonna happen, but until it actually happens, you're like, I'm like on pins and needles. But when it finally happened, you're like, oh, okay, good, good, good. They still like me.
There's so many funny women on television now that they have 8 women in your category. That's outstanding.
It's crazy, right? It's about time. It's about time.
And your co-star Adie Bryant gets her first acting nomination at the Emmys. What did you think about that?
I thought it was like, again, about time. Like, she's killed Sarah Huckabee. I mean, she's just like one of the funnest cast members we have. So yeah, it's always love when people get recognition that they should have been getting anyway. Especially Kenan got nominated for 2, which is an outstanding.
Kenan's been on there now the longest of any regular cast member. And I think I'd heard even before the nominations came out that so many of you and so many veterans, alumni of SNL were really hoping he would get in this year.
Yeah. It was like, please, it's about time that he gets the recognition that he deserves. I think he should have had a couple of Emmys from Kenan and Cal. I mean, like.
Who of all the regular cast members you're working with now is hardest to not break up? That breaks you up, that makes you laugh the most?
Kenan. Because Kenan knows exactly what's making me laugh before the sketch, because I've probably told him. So then he just makes sure that he extra does that part. So it's just like, yeah, Kenan, yeah. Him and I want to say Beck sometimes messes with me, but
they know when you're on camera and they can do something off camera.
Yeah, pretty much. Kate tries not to. Kate, because she doesn't break. And I think sometimes if I break, she breaks.
Tell us about last year's Emmy Awards, your first time there as a nominee. What was the experience like?
Well, I had been to the Emmys before. The Emmys suck going to. Like, it's uncomfortable. We're in comfortable shoes. We're sitting there for 3 hours. They don't let us bring water in. So the whole experience of the Emmys sucks. But, being there and actually being nominated was kind of fun.
Any favorite shows for you, things that you watch, any dramas or comedies that you particularly want to see those people when you go to the Emmy Awards?
Oh, yeah. Power. I'm actually looking forward to meeting all the people from Power, even though they didn't get any Emmy nods, which they should start getting Emmy nods. That's a good show.
They'll show up for the parties, though. That you don't have to be a nominee to go to the parties.
That's true. That's true. I always like seeing the Game of Thrones people. I want to see Handmaid's Tale. I hope RuPaul is there. That's a couple of shows that I want to see.
Well, they won't be nearly as boring to you this year because Michael and Colin are hosting. What did you think about that news and the fact that Lorne Michaels is producing? That ought to be a very fun show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That should be, exciting.
You can't reveal too much on that one, can you?
No.
You're gonna be on stage at some point, though, I hope.
Yeah. Hey, man, anything can happen.
What advice do you have for Michael and Colin doing this for the first time?
Oh, they should be funny. They should be really funny.
Are we going to see them outside of a desk? You think they'll actually be walking around?
Hilarious. That's the funniest thing someone's ever said to me. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're at privy to not talk about that.
I understand. You're doing well. People have been thrown down elevator shafts for talking too much on TV shows.
That's real talk.
Let me ask you about this season, and especially your episode that you're submitting was the Donald Glover episode, which the series is also submitting, so they must have thought that was one of their favorite of the year. And you've got a really funny Weekend Update moment on there where you're singing the song Angel. Tell us about putting that together.
That's been a joke for years. Actually, the joke that I use that song with is a rescue dog joke. And I just decided to turn the men that I date into rescue dogs. So it worked perfectly. I had always tried to work that joke into like a update, and then we figured it out.
You and Colin have such good chemistry on that show.
Yes. It's all because of me, though. He has
And the cold opening on the Donald Glover episode was the one that had so many people. You play Omarosa, you've got Alec Baldwin and Martin Short and Jimmy Fallon. That must have been a really fun opening for all of you to do.
Yeah, it was fun. I always hate when they try to make me sing. I always think I look stupid singing, but yeah.
Well, it is a comedy show.
Yeah.
Tell us, I want to ask about a handful of the guest stars this year. Tell us about Donald Glover. What was he like to work with?
He was fun. He was fun. He was very open, very funny. Gave us a lot of good suggestions to work with sketches and stuff. It was great.
Are those some of the best host people that know how to write themselves?
You say which of the hosts what?
Are those people like Donald Glover or Tina Fey that know how to write themselves? Are they some of the best hosts?
Yes, actually, because they already come in with material. So it's kind of easy to know what we're going to shape that. Especially when the old cast members come, it's always fun because they come in already ready. That like Will Ferrell, like the rehearsals just like were an hour shorter because he gets it so fast. So yeah, we love when the veterans come in.
And another one this year who's also nominated, a veteran, is Bill Hader. I just love it when he comes back to host.
I actually love Bill Hader too. I love when he does imitations. He imitates Lauren, and it's one of my favorite things for him to do. But he showed me another imitation this time that really just like topped the Lauren.
I saw him at a party a couple of years ago, and I had read this online, so who knows if it was true. But they added up all the impressions of the people that did a lot of impressions, like him and Daryl Hammond and Phil Hartman. And Bill Hader had done more different impressions of different people than anybody in the history of the show.
Really? Oh, that's cool. I like when he does that newscaster.
Right.
Yeah, I love that. That newscaster is my favorite.
And Al Pacino, you can't go wrong with Al Pacino.
Al Pacino's funny too.
Is there ever been I know you pitch your ideas and write. Has there ever been a particular idea that you just really wanted to get on the show and it just didn't fly? They didn't take it.
Yes. I'm trying to remember what that. Oh, we almost got it on. Dr. Annette. It's this dentist that I play. I play an all-night dentist. Because your teeth hurt right now.
Right.
We've been trying to get that. I've been trying to really get that on, and it's for some reason it's just not. It works. It always gets to dress, but it never makes it to live. Like the farthest it got was with Woody Harrelson. It's got the farthest with Woody Harrelson. It's one of my favorite sketches.
I just was watching you last night on Pyramid, and you won the guy the $100,000. You are a very competitive person. I was enjoying you the whole episode.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an athlete, so the competitiveness probably comes from that.
But you enjoyed you like the game show. Are you a classic game show fan? Do you like that kind of stuff?
Yes, I've watched all of that. To Tell the Truth, Family Feud, all of that. Yeah, so Pyramid, when they brought that back, that's like a great show. That one and Match Game is like two of the best like reboots of game shows.
Well, let me ask you two more people from this season that I really enjoyed. You had John Mulaney come back, who was never a performer on SNL, but of course was one of your best writers ever. What was his week like?
Oh, John is always fun because, like, again, he came in with all the stuff he wants to do. He's always John is always so funny to me. Like, he's always just like kind of nerdy funny.
Right. Yeah, he's one of the best stand-ups in the world right now. I think his latest special is hilarious.
That's too much. Okay.
Chris,
I wouldn't say that.
I'm so sorry. I think we have to wrap.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, Leslie, thanks so much. Congratulations on another Emmy nomination. I hope we see you on the red carpet in a few weeks.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Wish me luck.
Lots of luck.